Welcome to the Don Vic Show.
Yo, it's Don Vic. And today's episode we got
KIDDNEMS.
how we doing today?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good. It was a very odd day. Um, I didn't want to wake up today, but we still got to it. Um, and then work was just we got a company meal, and I mean it wasn't the greatest, but you can't be free.
Yeah.
Especially when you're hungry, tastes even better. But
Everything's good free.
I
That's what
couldn't.
they say.
Yeah, I couldn't. They had what's it called, beef or what's it, beef tips I think they were called, and some ham and some mac and cheese and some mashed potatoes and some cheesecake, some Weddle stuff.
Yep.
It was alright, but I wasn't too. It was mediocre.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But that's besides the point. What'd you do today?
Shoot. Just get woken up by my daughter, made her breakfast, and then just chill with her the whole day, man.
How's dad life treating you?
Man, dude, it's something else, dude. Like that's like I never thought I'd be a father. Until like,
It
the whole
happened.
thing it happened and all
Yeah.
that, dude, and then it's like dang, like you got somebody to care for now, like you wanna get better and be better every day just for them.
Yeah.
Like I used to do it like where I'm like, all right, I'm doing everything for me, for me, for me.
Right.
Now it's just them.
For them.
Yeah.
How when she was born, like what did you have like a pep talk with yourself?
Nah, dude.
No?
Like to be honest, it's like one of those things where it caught me off like by surprise.
Right.
Like I didn't like I don't know like if there's a lot of people that go through it, but it's like you're just like dang, like I'm a dad, like I'm a dad, like what
Right,
what the hell am I gonna do now?
Right.
The first things that went through my mind is like how am I gonna be able to provide? How am I
Provide,
gonna be able
support.
to support? Yeah, like support my daughter and stuff like that. So that was like the main thing that kept going through my head and stuff like that. But after a while, it's just like everybody, like something new to me,
Right.
It's like my brother always told me like, yo, like, nah, like that just comes with it. That just
Right.
comes with it and stuff like that. And then you just keep on doing it, and doing it, like it's new, something new. Like
Right.
you just that's how you learn how be a father type
Right.
things, shit like that.
What's your favorite thing about being a dad?
Right now is the whole like it's emotional stuff. Like
Yeah.
she wakes me up, and then first thing is either I love you or something with like Jack Skellington or Zero, because she likes that what's that Night Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes that movie a lot. So it's either that, but it's always like waking me up like I'm hungry, Daddy, I love you, and then oh come on, play with me, like
Right,
stuff like
right,
that
right.
right there. Just like that gets me going in the mornings and stuff for sure, dude.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that Nightmare Before Christmas, my oldest sister, she used to be petrified of that man.
Oh,
I'm
for
talking
real?
about like you can just show her a picture
Yeah.
and she freaked the fuck out. I'm
Dang,
talking about like
yeah.
freaking the fuck out. And it's like damn, like every time I meet someone that's scared of something like that or like clowns, it's like how?
Yeah.
Like I'm not good at horror films or anything like that, but I don't know how someone could be scared of
Like all that stuff. Yeah.
like a picture or just something like that,
Yeah.
and like I mean to teach their own.
Yeah. Nah, the crazy thing is with her is that like you ever see like or Halloween decorations and all that
Yeah.
stuff, like all the like big
Yeah,
skeletons and stuff.
big ones.
She will go up to it, dude.
Yeah?
Not scared at all, dude. Not scared at all, dude. Like, oh, the skeleton. Well, she called it Groot. Like,
Right,
she
right.
always called it Groot and shit like that because it's like all bony and all that stuff, or it looks like a tree.
Right.
But she was never scared. Like, even when we went like trick or treating, like there was one house she got scared of, but other than that, like everything she's seen like out there, not really scared at all, dude. Which that's pretty to me. It's like it's pretty crazy. Like she's only 3, and she ain't scared of none of that. Like those ghosts, no, they're not. That's she's into it. I don't know why she's
Right.
into it and shit.
What's your favorite holidays by far right now?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, even though we tell her, no, it's Christmas is coming. No, it's almost Halloween. It's almost Halloween. That's her thing. For some reason, too.
I think my favorite holiday was Halloween when I was a little kid.
Bro.
Just because my mom used to take us to like certain neighborhoods, the
Mhm.
rich neighborhoods,
Oh, yeah.
and we used to get the full size candy bars.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And I used to do my fair share when I grew up. I used to do the same thing still, I used to take my pillowcases and whatnot. But then I got to the age where I'll take the whole bowl when they
Yeah, dude.
tell you take one,
Nah, take the whole thing.
take the whole bowl. Like at the end of the day, it was kind of like an asshole move just because like you gotta save some for the rest of the kids. But at that time,
Yeah, dude, you're a kid. Fuck it.
what's your favorite holiday?
Oh, it's gotta be Christmas, dude.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
that?
The whole family thing, like
Getting
getting
together.
together with your family. Yeah, it's not like for us. It's not like it used to be, cause like Originally, like I'm from California,
Right.
so like out there, like we still got a bunch of family. We used to all get together over there and shit like that at the house. But coming here, it's like we have our family from like my mom's side,
Right.
which they're all from like Milwaukee and stuff like that. We all used to get together, but even if that stopped now, but it's like now it's just more like our immediate family that
Right.
gets together, and that's what I like.
It's
you know?
more
Yeah,
meaningful.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal when it comes to Christmas?
There's like a bunch of different things to be honest, dude. Like, so Mexican, pozole,
Yeah, hell yeah.
birria. That's what they used to make, but that was like the normal stuff, like
Right.
for like Christmas and Thanksgiving stuff, like meals.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now, it's gotta be birria, dude. Like I don't think that's one thing I don't. Probably for Thanksgiving and Christmas, is definitely birria.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever change that.
What do you feel, or how do you feel about when people say they made birria, but it's like it's with beef or with chicken? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
It
yeah.
has to be goat. Like to me, like
Yeah.
when someone tells like I made birria, I was like, you got goat meat?
Yeah, it's gotta be goat
No,
meat.
I'm like, like mediocre.
Yeah, they have to do the real stuff. That's like for everybody that knows that's like Hispanic.
Yeah.
Birria is goat. That's like it has to be goat.
You know, yeah,
My parents here or like even my mom like they make it beef for the most part.
yeah.
But sometimes I was just like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Goat,
no,
like,
no,
original.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
they don't taste good because it does.
Yeah.
But it just authenticity to the point where like it just feels and just tastes different. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just one thing that's why I will never eat it unless I'll even ask the people at the restaurant like, is it goat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I remember this one time actually I went to this one restaurant. I'm not gonna tell who, but they're like, no, it's beef. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Nah, for the longest, dude, I never used to like goat.
Really?
I never used to like goat. I think it was like 7 years ago when we went to Mexico. Or the last time, I guess. I don't know how long it was. But the last time we went to Mexico, I was like, nah, I'm here. I'm going to try whatever, dude. I'm going to try whatever. It doesn't matter if it's goat, fucking, whatever animal they're killing and shit like that. I'm going to eat that shit. Squirrel, whatever. But yeah, no, I tried goat over there, and I was like, damn, this is not that bad at all, dude. Like, definitely not that bad. And I was like, good. Everybody used to tell me that it's like it smelled bad and it tasted bad. And to be honest, I'm not like smelling it.
Right. Also like that. So I'm like,
Yeah. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna just eat it, dude. And I forgot how they made it. But yeah, that was fire. It was fire, man. Ghost fire.
You ever eat tripas?
Nah, that's one thing I did not. Yeah, that's one thing.
Or like the goat head or one, like all that
like
stuff.
Like barbacoa, like nah, not tripas. Just because I seen it.
Clean
it.
them.
Yeah, dude. And I saw that in Mexico too.
Yeah.
So I was like, they what's it called? Well, yeah, they like cut up the cow and then just cleaning it like with the water or like
water hose.
sink. And
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, I'm cool.
I'm cool with that.
Cool. My guys always say like, no, you gotta eat it, but if you eat it in tacos, it has to be like fried.
Yeah.
Like fried is probably like you won't get that like nasty like chewiness of it. Yeah.
The rubbery taste.
Yeah.
That's what I feel with like calamari. You know, like calamari is good, but if the wrong person cooks it, it's so rubbery, like to the point where it's like, all right, I feel like I'm just chewing a rubber band right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's gotta be fried.
Can you tell us a bit of who you are and a little bit about yourself?
So, I mean, basically here, what I've been doing is, I guess, I wouldn't say a jack of all trades, but I do know a lot of things that has to do with music.
Okay.
As far as like coming here to Sheboygan, in school I didn't do good, but like when I got transferred to another school here, it was always like a class there that I always seen that they did music, music, nothing but music, but they did music like on a computer and stuff like that. And I've been learning that for like back in the days when I was in California, but when I got here, like I got more into it, those programs, learning those programs and stuff like that. And the class that or the teacher that was there, his name, I don't know if you know John Pena.
Yeah.
Well, see that with him, like I learned a lot of like programming, like just anything that has to do with music and stuff like that. I learned a lot from him, and that's like one thing that just stuck. Yeah, they make it big, like how other people have made it, like, oh, we can make it bigger or stuff like that. But nah, that's just like one thing that I've been doing for the most part here, and that's like, yeah, like if anybody around here knows me, is like they know it's nothing but music or DJing or anything like that. Here and I guess in Sheboygan and stuff like that,
You're doing it for the passion. I mean, I'm not saying you're not doing it for the money because of that shit. If it brings the money, bring it on. But you're doing it for the passion because you actually enjoy it. Some people, you can just tell when someone is like they're doing it from the heart, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they actually like what they're doing, and whether people are like it or not, they like it.
Yep.
And so that being said, you said you're from California. What made you come to the shebang
We
bang?
had no choice.
Yeah.
So we had no choice. Yeah, like my brother moved out here to go to school in Milwaukee,
Okay.
and then my parents like they visited, and then we visited, and then everybody's just like, all right, cool, you know, we like it,
All right.
let's go. But we never been through like a winter, you know, here, and so like we came here
Woo.
during the summer. Yeah,
Woo.
yeah, this is back like 20 or 2000, the 2002, I think. So we didn't know anything about
Yeah.
that. And we come here in the summer, we're like, oh, everything's cool and everything,
Yeah.
whatever. Winter comes and we're like, fuck, what the hell is this, you know? But yeah, it's like our parents, dude. Our parents moved out here, and it's probably like one of those things like where they see a better life
Yeah.
type of thing, you know.
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
we're gonna go over there because we see a better life for us and then for our kids.
Right. Right.
Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. You know, we got moved out here, settled in, and then shit, we've been here in Sheboygan. That's crazy, yeah, for like quite a while
22
now.
years
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's insane. How was your first winter here, or that, if you remember?
Oh, I remember, dude. I remember. 'Cause well, back then we used to get like snowbanks, dude.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were like tall up
Yeah.
to like stop signs and shit like that. And that's like being that first winter. That's what I remember. Like just seeing snowbanks all the way top. You know, just snow every day, all December and stuff like that. And that to me, like you know, first time seeing snow, I was like, damn, like this. It snows like in the movies, you
Right,
know. It
right,
snows
right.
like in the movies and shit like that. But yeah, dude, no, like I guess I can say it's like an experience, you know, to me, like an experience, a good experience and shit like that. Just being able to experience the winter, like in all
Right.
4 seasons that
Oh,
we
for
get,
sure.
you know, here, it's like that. But that, yeah, that it was ruthless, but at the same time, it was fun, you know. Like we had a lot of fun because first time, what do you call it, sledding.
Yeah.
First time doing a lot of stuff in the snow, you know, like that's
Snowball fight and all that
yeah,
stuff.
dude, yeah.
What's it called? Did you like? Do you like winter, or is it like a love hate relationship?
It's a love hate.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me, not the cold, but the time, like how it gets dark outside quick. That's what gets me.
4:30 p.m. is already
Yeah.
fucking sunset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like what gets me most of the time. Like that's like you know, because naturally we need the sun. You
Yeah.
know? We need the sun.
Too
Like we need
tired.
we need the sun to hit us. So it's like damn, like you know, sometimes I wake up and I'm just like 12 or whatever. I'm not saying I to wake up at 12, but like sometimes I like get up out and active at 12, and all of a sudden, boom, gotta go to work, and then no sun, no whatsoever, and shit
Right.
like that. So, because most of the time I was like stay inside or whatever. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about winter is the time.
Yeah. That's the one thing I mean, mainly the only thing, you know.
Yeah.
I always loved the snow. I mean, obviously, I was born and raised here, so I mean, that's what I know.
Yeah.
But I remember when it really did snow here, when it was over minimum like 3 feet of snow,
Yeah.
and you know, and I remember what's it called? We used to have a balcony, and we used to always shovel all the snow in that area, and I used to just do front flips, back flips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember one time my dumb ass, I don't know what the fuck happened, but for some reason there was a big hard lump. Oh man, I told him pinche front flip. Boom! I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
And I was like, ever since then, I never did that shit again. I was like, front flip is fun, but no, I'm good. And I remember the one time I actually went sledding. Last time I went sledding, I kid you not. I was at Kiwanis actually, and it was dark. It was like 6 o'clock, and what's it called? You can't really see shit, you know, like 'cause it's already dark there.
Yeah.
And this was before the skate park was there, so there's hardly any lights. So that being said, I'm going down. It was one of those fucking inflatable donuts, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm going. I'm facing forward. I'm talking about. I'm going at least like 10 to 15 miles an hour. Next thing you know, nowhere, I should just start sliding left. I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? What is going on? I'm like, I'm trying to turn it. I was like, oh shit, I got no core strength. And you know, like, I turn around. I'm going down the hill backwards.
Oh shit!
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can't see shit. And next thing I know, it happened instantly. I see a fucking ramp someone's built.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dang.
Like, I fell backwards. And I felt like I snapped my neck.
Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh.
I was like, oh, fuck. And ever since then, never went sledding again.
Shit.
I've been traumatized. That's one thing that traumatized me. So when people say they get scared of clowns, I'm scared of ramps and in the snow.
No, I remember seeing like ramps, like people.
Yeah,
That,
like it's dope, but it's like it's
yeah, and then when it's dark, you don't see that.
you
Like
can't
don't
see
see that. Yeah,
shit.
you don't see that.
It's sketchy. Have you ever went sledding?
Yeah,
Like up
that,
to date?
That up to date, no. Up
No?
to date, no. Just because, like, I mean, what last year we didn't get that much snow like that, and
Snow.
then
Yeah, it
this year
snowed and it melted right away.
yeah, this year we're barely getting any. So I think once if we do get hit with like a good snowstorm, then yeah, I probably gonna go just because I got
The
take my
daughter.
daughter. Yeah, take my daughter. Yeah, like just
You ever been to
she's heard
Sunburst?
that. What's that?
Sunburst?
Is that
Like Kawaskum?
is
Like
okay?
going
So is
toward-
that like where there's like a ski thing?
Yep.
I passed by it so many times, but I've never been there.
It's. I think you would like it because they got like their ski and snowboarding side, and then they also got the family side.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, like, you pay a certain amount. It's like $10-$20, and they give you those inflatable.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you call them?
Yeah, donut or something like that.
Yeah, those inflatables.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you want, And yeah, basically like, you just sit on it, and it'll take you all the way up,
Yeah.
and then you just.
Damn.
So I feel like that would be fun for you guys. I been there once snowboarding, and I ain't gonna lie, it was fun.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere else, but I ain't the greatest at snowboarding. So we'll get there soon.
Yeah, I always pass by that place, and I always see it, and I'm like, damn, like this looks sick. But it's like I'm always passing it through all summer, basically,
Right.
Just because of work and shit.
Right. What got you into DJing?
Damn. Let's see. Now I gotta think back. I think what it was is like learning or seeing like what's it called? Was it 2010? Around that time, the rise of like EDM.
Yeah.
The rise of that, and seeing like everybody just like DJs doing festivals and all that stuff. And I'm like, damn, like I want to do that. I want to do that. And I think that definitely is what kicked it up again, like to doing that. But before that, I used to see DJs. What's it called? Like when YouTube was coming out, DJ like scratching. Like hip hop DJ like scratching, like scratch battles and stuff like that. Like I got into it like slowly into it, DJing from that.
Right.
But what sparked it up even more was definitely like seeing like the EDM DJs like damn, you can do that. Of course, I didn't make it to do to that like that stage or whatever, or like to hit up those big stages. But at the same time, like yo, like this is fucking dope. Like you're playing music that you like, and at the same time playing music that people like, that they fuck with. Yeah, that's definitely what started the whole DJ thing was that.
And what pushed you to keep going forward with it?
Just music, dude.
Yeah.
Like every like types of music that I listen to and stuff like that. That's like definitely the one thing is like, all right, I'll learn like here's a new song or type thing. Then I want to play this out. I want to play this out. I want to play this out. Same thing with like with recording and stuff like that. That's like one thing where, I started like, how are they making this? How are like people making this? How are they making it sound so good like in the headphones? How are they making it sound so good like in any like in your like what's called cars and just anywhere you hear like any playback system.
That's what one thing I always like was stuck on. Like, how do you know it's giving the right amount of bass, the right amount of treble?
Yeah.
How does that even work? Like with the bass?
So a lot of the times, like with bass, normally it's like, so how can I guess I can say it is there's like in the EQ.
Okay.
There's certain frequencies that us as humans can listen, like hear and feel
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah.
Everything that's like low end and bass and stuff like that, we tend to hear it up into a certain frequency, and then everything down lower we feel it.
Oh, okay.
Like so, if you sit in a car or whatever, those subs in your car and stuff like that, you feel it.
Right.
You feel all that bass and stuff like that. We hear it, but it's like minimal. It's more of a feel and stuff like that. But how they do it is like beats me, dude. Like you just any kind of sound or whatever, you can make it sound like deep bass just by EQing it and stuff like that.
So that being said, what's your favorite genre to like mess with?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop still for sure. Yeah, I still like EDM and all this other stuff, like listen to other stuff, but not definitely hip hop. Like recording it, mixing it, and all that stuff. It definitely has to be hip hop.
And why is that?
Just because of the sounds, dude.
Yeah,
the sounds that go into it and all that, and then vocals. Like me, I like hearing I like singers most of the part, just because like you can just the way it sounds like when you record a song and then you mix it.
Right.
You mix it and stuff like that. Like I don't know. To me, I just like singers, dude. Like working with singers and shit like that. So like mostly R&B.
Right.
And any kind of songs that have like singers in it. I like shit like that.
More singing on like more than the rapping side.
Yeah.
So I do remember. I don't know if you still have your studio at Epco or no?
I don't.
No?
I don't. I have all the equipment, and this is one of those things where I've been selling and buying back just because
Right.
it costs back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have all my stuff. Yeah. I've been in the process of trying to get a spot to move all that into because I have had people ask like, "Yo, are you gonna open up a studio? Are you gonna open up a studio?
Right.
Or let's record, let's do something." So like, lately I bought everything back, but not like to where we had it.
Right.
Almost like intermediate stuff or whatever.
Right.
But I can record now and stuff like that. I just don't have like the space. That's all I really need is a space.
And what made you start that studio?
The studio, it was Richie. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
Richie.
I remember
yeah,
Richie.
Dude, yeah, Richie, dude. Shout out Richie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, definitely Richie, dude. Like I remember we went to EPCO, and then we got a room there, and we're like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do with this room and shit? Like, yeah, dude. We're like, we don't know what this room. So we're like, all right, cool. We're gonna use it just to practice DJ. That's what we're gonna do. And slowly but surely, this was like, hey man, he's like, you should bring your computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought my computer and shit, cause he knew that I used to record back in my house and shit like that a long time ago. And I had like a studio in my mom's, like, mom's house, what's it called, in their basement. We had built a studio down there, and we used to record way back then. So we go and get that room, build it up slowly. We're just, all right, cool. It's gonna be a studio.
I remember the first days.
Yeah, like, all right, we're like, fuck it, we're gonna build a studio and shit like that. So that's what ended up happening and shit like that. Started like small as little desk and all that shit, and just slowly started building up, and we just ended up buying a lot of equipment, selling off equipment, then selling off everything, and then coming back to it. Yeah, definitely Richie, dude. That's what like pushed like he definitely pushed a lot of people, I think, to do stuff and shit. But yeah, that he definitely pushed me like to say fuck it, we're gonna go in this lane 100% shit.
Right.
And that's what we ended up doing. And until now, it's just like I still keep in contact with him like every year, once in a while and shit like that. But I know he's back in Cali and shit. I know he has a kid out there too, so that's what he's doing his own thing. Yeah.
I remember being there the first couple times and with Tyson, and you guys recorded the Left Right song.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first couple. I mean, I'm not saying the first days, but like beginning stage of the studio, and from then after there, fast forward to at your peak, I just looked at him like, damn, like, that went crazy.
Yeah.
Especially like just the dynamic of like YouTube, just the atmosphere, just making everybody comfortable. Like some people can record, but they can't record in front of people. And you guys just made that environment where people felt comfortable. Like, all right, they can be themselves. You don't have to be something that they're not.
No, that's what it is too. Like a lot of the time, it is that. Yeah, because like a lot of people like sit up in the mic too, even like trying to like sing in the mic. And you can hear it and tell like when they're like nervous.
Yeah.
And you can definitely hear that shit like through when they're recording shit somewhere. You gotta, figure out a way to like kind of loosen them up, break the ice and all that stuff. That way they get comfortable around the mic.
Right.
But that's like that's the biggest thing too. A lot of people they're trying to get people to comfortable around the mic.
Who's your? I'm not saying like that, but who was your favorite artist, singer to record with?
Man, we recorded with. Let's see. I see, honestly, I'd have to say everybody, just because everybody was like unique
their own
way.
flow.
Yeah, they have their own style and all that. Like you never heard like the same. Like this guy sounds like the same person.
Right.
Same, like, no, I gotta say, for the most part, everybody.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I have one exact person that'd be like, oh yeah, that's what I like recording with. Because at the same time too is like, at the same time I'm learning how to record and they're learning how to record into the mic, so like because that's a skill in itself, like people got to know how to record into the mic, how to sing into mic, not scream. If you scream, like you're getting those like loud notes, not like back away and all that stuff. That's it's a lot to play into and shit like that. But yeah, and I have to say for the most part everybody. So you got Mill Ticket here, so yeah, like giving him like shout out Mill Ticket, like giving him like he rapped so much with like so much energy and stuff like that, dude. To this day, like I don't know, I haven't heard any of his new songs, but everything I go back on my laptop, like all the old stuff I used to record, I hear, like I'll go through his, and I'm like, damn, like he had that energy.
He felt it.
Yeah, he had the energy. Like, I think for the most part, a lot of people, I can't say like just say
one person.
Yeah,
I feel you. Who was your first like artist singer?
Tyson.
Tyson?
Yeah,
he was the first one.
I think he was the first one. Yeah, it was definitely Tyson. I think. Yeah, was it? No, I think the first one. It was either Tyson or what's her name? Caridad.
It was Katie then. Now that I think about it, I do remember
I know I said it all white here. Caridad.
No, I
Yeah,
know. I do
him
remember it was
or
Caridad
Tyson.
because me, Mark, and Tyson came
Mhm.
right after that. So yeah, man, that's crazy. You remember what made you say like I'm gonna start making beats? You know, did you make beats as well, or just produce music?
So before that, I would make beats.
Okay.
I would like produce like because that's like something that like that caught my interest when I was in school.
Right.
You know, making beats stuff. That's where I started. But then in terms just like I think what Switch did was just we didn't have nobody to mix or master like people's music and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's where I started was like definitely with beats and shit. But then again, it's like my beats were always like amateur. If I hear them now, it's just like, nah, that's some amateur ass shit, you know? Like,
right.
yeah.
What was your first gig and how did it go?
The first gig was, I think, here in Vegas. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, that was the first one just because one of the homies and shit, he's like, yo, you DJs? Like, yeah. So he got me in there one time, and then it was straight, of course, beginner type shit, you know? Like, we're barely knowing how to connect, like, a laptop to, like, turntables and stuff like that. So it's just like, damn, like, this, I guess, it's a good learning experience just because it was the first gig, but it was definitely right there at Vegas.
And how'd that go?
It was straight. In the first game, I can't be like, oh, this shit fucking sucked. I know it sucked
Right.
for the people and like that, but like I said, it's like learning experience. You know? Then on just practice and shit as we got better, or I got better.
What can you say that you possibly could have done better?
Learn how to mix.
Learn how to mix.
Yeah, learn how to mix. Like actually sit down and be able to like count beats. I mean, I already knew how to count beats and stuff like that, but like with a mixer, you get like 2 faders and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your like and like two I guess 2 turntables and shit, and then the other one you want to beat match it to the point where like they're almost like how did I say, like they're on beat with each other.
Yeah.
So you can mix in the next song. It's not like sound like one's the on another tempo and the other one's on a different tempo, and then you got crashing.
I never seen. Okay, I always wonder. I'm like, how the fuck you transition that fucking song like that?
Yeah.
Especially like I heard a few of your mixes and how you transition like a Spanish song to an English song. Like,
yeah.
How the fuck? I was like, how do you find the right song like to transition like that?
You just fuck around and
just find the
yeah, they just like okay. So in the program that I use called Serato, on there's like it's so advanced now from like where we started, but it'll tell you like I guess it's called like a key of what the song is in and shit like that, and it'll color them. So if it's like a song is 2A and it's green, then you can find another song that's 2A that is green as well. And then that's gonna tell you they're in the same like key, so they're not gonna be in a different key. Like now there's it's advanced even from that.
Right.
But yeah, like that's how like you could be like, all right, so this song that's a hip hop song, is in this key, and then this is in a Spanish one, same key. You can mix those two, and what you can do now is like you can in that program you can take the vocals, just the vocals, and then mix it into that. Like, you can do shit like that. Everything's so advanced now. So
like, the whole AI shit,
dude. Yeah. Even AI, yeah, dude. AI shit, that shit could DJ for you too.
Have you used AI yet?
No.
You plan on it?
Where I have like with music, like with mixing music, I tried like certain programs that do that for you. It's there, but it's not. It's still it's still like there's still a lot of work for that shit. Like to be able to catch up to like humans' ear and stuff like that.
That's one thing like I say about like robots at work. You know, how they say like they want robots to replace humans in a way, but at the same time, they're just trying to overwork a robot because a robot doesn't have a say, doesn't have feelings, So it's like they just push it to its limit, but they don't know.
They don't know what it's feeling.
Like they don't even have you have all these advanced robots, but you don't have no one to fix it.
Yeah.
No,
that's how it is.
It's same with the AI. Like you have all this advanced stuff, but it's how you said it, like a person's ear. Like how do you know it's gonna make some good work if the person it's not an AI that's listening to it. It's us that are listening to it. You know. But I know I did peep, like I always peep all your gigs and whatnot. I do notice that you do a lot of gigs for like South High and like some schools and whatnot.
Yes, so right now we will do like I provide more of a like sound and lighting for one of my homies that comes up here from Milwaukee that DJs South High. He gets the contract for South, and then I just like provide like whatever he needs or whatever he DJs it for the most part. But we used to have North, we used to have Kohler. Those stopped just because the music my guy played.
Oh.
So yeah, like what happened at North, and I don't even understand why. What happened at North was he was playing. It was either Get Low or Salt Shaker, one of those two.
Oh
I remember, and the kids were singing like all the bad words, like ski ski ski, motherfucker. And he had the clean version, like you know,
right.
he didn't have no dirty version, but the kids were singing that shit, and they were all turning up and shit. Dude, North was pretty dope because the kids were like revolting against the teachers and the chaperones and shit like that. But since then, dude, they never called us back. Yeah, since then, like he would play clean music. I said clean music, but the kids would
they know
sing all the songs. Yeah, even now, dude, like at fucking at South and shit, like he'll play like Sexy Red or some shit like that. And they'll sing the whole shit. Dude. Like he has the clean versions, but like, hey, it's like that's not my fault, dude.
I can't control what they're doing. You know,
Hell no.
I only bring my talent. You know what they do.
Yeah.
Afterwards, by all means, it's a free old bard.
Yeah. Even Kohler, I think that was one of the reasons too. Was that just because he was like the kids were singing all that shit. They were hyped, you know, they're all having a good time, and that's all that matters.
The point.
You know?
Yeah, that's the point. What's the point of having a DJ if they can't use it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's your specialty in music?
Right now, okay, so the things that I do now is I'll mix and master songs like for artists. The other thing I do is I started working this year with a company out in Two Rivers called Powerhouse Productions. So what we do with them is like, or at least what I do with them is like I'll do lighting.
Okay.
So like what you see in concerts and stuff like that with lights and stuff like that's what I do with them is like I'll set it all up and then run the show for the bands.
Okay.
And then other than that, just DJ. That's the three main things that I do like right now, as of right now.
So do you do DJ for full time?
Not necessarily this year. Like I do a couple of weddings.
Right.
But it was mostly that, like I guess you would call it production, like live production.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been doing mostly is like that this year. A couple of weddings here and there that I had this year. Next year is probably gonna be more of production, and then a couple of weddings here and there. But yeah, for the most part, it's like I'll do that on the weekends and then work regular from Monday to Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a awkward wedding gig?
So there's a few weddings that like when there's weddings, it all really depends. Like what I've learned over the years now is it all depends on the couple. Like if you want to get people to dance, like the couple has to be on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that's like one thing that I was always like, there was a few weddings that I've had where it was difficult to get people on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit, like, you know, is it me or what the fuck is going on or whatever? And I remember asking like some of the people that do weddings and shit in a forum, like on Facebook, like in a group and shit like that. And I was like, yo, like this happened to me, whoop-de-woo, like I played. And then I give them like basically put it on my track list as it's hard for me to get them to dance. They're like, nah, like I haven't, like shit like that happens, you know, like it all depends on really comes down to like the couple and stuff like that. Like if they're out there having fun, like having fun, and everybody's gonna join them. Yeah, they want to be there for them. As far as like awkward, like nah, like for the most part they've been fun. Other than those, like where you actually feel like fuck, now I'm working, I'm really working and shit like that. And then every other wedding that I had this year, like nah, they've been fun for the most part. Yeah, it was always those past ones and shit like that. There was like I could count probably 4 that I had like that, or like the last 8 years that I've been doing weddings that were like that. Other than that, like nah, everything's been cool and shit. But yeah, I don't think awkwardness, nah. Just everybody having fun, getting drunk. That's about it.
Did you ever have a moment where like, how do I put it? Someone just got annoying because they're, you know, everybody always like, can you play this song? Can you play that song?
Yeah,
you know, like what's your thoughts? Because like obviously you can't like fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I got you. And they walk away, you never play.
So that's my thing now is that. It's like I got you, I'll play it next or whatever, and then just forget about it. Yeah, just forget about it. Yeah, no, you get that a lot. I do tell like, you know, people like for weddings I would take requests just because that's that's their family. Maybe that song's gonna go off, but I have to know what the song is. If I don't know
Right.
what the song is, then I'm like, damn, I'm kind of like iffy about this shit.
Yeah.
Or I'll say like, if I have it in my list, then I can play it. If I have
Yeah.
like my playlist or whatever, I'll play it. You know, for the most part, yeah, dude. I think there was one wedding where I thought the guests were part of the family. Apparently they were just like workers or there. They requested a song and I play the fucking song. I'm just like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah.
The cool thing about that song, I don't know the name of it, or it doesn't come to mind. But the cool thing about the song, that it says Sheboygan in it.
Okay.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin. So I'm like, oh, maybe they like this shit or whatever shit. Like there was a lyric in there, I forgot the name, but it sounded like a pirate song.
Right.
To me, it sounded like a pirate song. It was
Really?
weird, dude. It was weird as hell. Yeah, it was weird as hell and shit.
So that being said, besides being a DJ, you're a producer as well,
Not a. I wouldn't say a producer.
or
now.
you can produce.
I can produce. Yeah, I can do that. Like, I'd say more of an engineer.
Okay.
Like, when it comes to music, that's an engineer. Producer, I'd say.
What's the difference?
So engineer, you're making the songs sound good, getting
Okay.
them sounding radio ready to play out and
Okay.
stuff like that, either on radio, Spotify, whatever, streaming, all that
Mhm.
shit. A producer. So there's now a lot of different terms or meanings of what a producer is in like, I guess, the music industry. A producer could be the guy that's there motivating the artist and giving pointers like, hey, you should do it like this, do it like that.
Okay.
That's a producer. Or if he be like, okay, we need this instrument, we need this guy, we need this, whatever. Like those are what was considered producers back in the day.
Right.
So that's like
MCs, no? Or
not
no?
MCs, like I would say like Timbaland.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Timbaland, like
Yeah.
like that. That's like, I guess you can consider producer. Rick Rubin. I don't know if you know who that is.
Sounds familiar, but I can't put.
Okay, so Rick Rubin was the guy that was, I guess, the producer for a lot of Jay-Z songs.
Okay.
A lot of what's it called? That group with the three rappers. They were white dudes.
Lost me when you said white dude.
They sing what a fight. What the hell's that song, dude? Not a fight for your right. To part. No, not that one.
Party.
No, not. I think it was that song. Beastie Boys. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Beastie Boys. Yeah. He was behind like them and stuff like that. He's a producer. So
Right.
what he does is like, I don't know, like what they'll do is like they'll just sit in the room in the studio with
Mhm.
people. I remember seeing a interview with him, and they were saying that, like, he just sat in the room and then gave the ideas and all that stuff to the artists and stuff like that, which made in turn, like, ended up getting, like, their hit songs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But now as like a producer, they'll say he's the beat maker, but like they'll say like, oh, he's the one that made the beat, he's the
Mhm.
producer. They'll say like that. So it's like that term producer
Changes.
has changed over the years and stuff like that. Where like a lot of the old school producers are trying to bring it back, say like,
Right.
nah, we were the producers and shit like that. Like I saying like, no, the producer does everything, the whole beat and all that
Mhm.
stuff. Now it's just like the producer could be a beat maker and all
Right.
that stuff. Yeah, that term has changed so much over the years. Yeah, I'd say more I'm like engineer, DJ. I don't know, dude. Like I do a lot of shit really, like lately.
What's your favorite thing to do though?
Production.
Production.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
the one thing I've been leaning more towards, like just being able to control light, like have a light do whatever, and shit like
Right.
that. Change colors and all this other bullshit to the music.
Oh,
That's
so
like
you sing to the music or no?
so I don't sing, like you can do that, like
Yeah.
you can sing it like big festivals,
Yeah.
like of your favorite artists. They'll
Yep.
have to sing to the music and stuff like that. For the most part, there's that way you can do it. The way we do it, because I've worked with a lot of cover bands.
Mhm.
It's like you'll program everything onto like your like console.
Right.
And it's basically like a mixer. Like you're firing off cues and all that stuff. And the lights are doing whatever it is and shit like that. And it's more like you're playing. You're
Right.
playing it. Basically, that's what it is. That's what I do. At least I like doing shit. It's playing the lights to the band type
Right.
shit. Yeah.
Always. What's it called? I remember in middle school. I did. I joined the production. Then I quit just because I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
But I did find the joy of it because like being able to like control the lights and knowing how to do the lights and whatnot.
Mhm.
It felt nice, it just felt different.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess it was just a hobby. It wasn't something I would go into, but definitely something that's nice to know.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, that's how I started too. Like it was definitely a hobby and shit like that. Cause even like back then in my basement,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when we had like my studio in the basement, and I was learning how to DJ. It was like I bought a couple of the lights, and I'm just like trying to figure out like how do I make it do this? How do I make it change colors? How
Yeah.
to make it strobe and stuff like that. And then learning there is like it's one of those things like it's a hobby, and it just grew.
Right. I think I remember back in the day, Mark talking about that studio because I think him and Tyson recorded a song.
Bruh.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
No, like I've been trying to find that song, dude, because I know I still have that computer. That computer is somewhere in my house or in my mom's house, just like that. But I still have that computer. And I remember it was like Tyson was in 6th grade.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, we were young. Yeah, we were in
Yeah,
middle
he
school
was in
still.
6th grade, dude. I was like, damn, like, who would have thought, like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker can rap, Tyson
Sixth
can rap
grader.
and shit. Yeah, dude, at 6th grade, bro.
Yeah.
6th grade, he can fucking rap, dude. I was like, oh, shit.
What was that, 2010, basically?
Yeah. I remember that shit. But yeah, I do have that song, dude. Fucking Mark, dude. He was always talking shit when he was young.
He was
dude.
always talking shit. I was like, damn. I was like, bro, all you do is love to talk shit and just troll people, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're good at it, why not do it,
Yeah.
I do remember, though, I was a good ass song. Like, for being our age, and at that time, it's like,
Yeah, no, he had bars, bro. Yeah, he had fucking bars. Even to this day, like, he has bars, but, like,
for sure.
at 6th grade, he was like, oh, shit.
That's when someone actually is good. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not talking down on the upcoming artists now,
Mm-hmm.
but there's people who have been doing it for years.
Mhm.
Who
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
like doing it.
Yeah.
Not someone that just joining the wave, joining the trend.
Yeah.
Like by all means, if you want to go for it, join
Yeah.
the shit. Like there's never enough.
Yeah,
Your sound might be the new next thing.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
and that's how it is, dude. I don't know, like, that's how, like, when I paying attention to music and stuff like that. That's how it is. I think like that the person that sometimes doesn't take it seriously ends up being the one that makes it just because of that sound.
The sound.
A certain sound
the
he
vibe.
created. Yeah, like he created something, and student he's probably just fucking around. Like really, he was just fucking around and saying, "All right, fuck it."
Mm-hmm. What inspires you to be you?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know the sounds. You're just like fucking. It's something I don't know. To me, it's something about hearing certain sounds and shit like that, feeling certain sounds. That always like damn like this is it.
Right.
This is what I like doing this shit. Even at that, like my daughter too now. That's another thing, like an inspiration. That was new, like 2 years ago when she was born. Shit. That's like okay, now I'm here. Nah, this is what I got to push forward and be the best I can be for her.
Right.
That's like definitely an inspiration. But that, that's a lot of things like a lot of people that our parents can say.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them. But I don't know, for some reason, like sounds, dude. Like just sounds, like hearing music live, hearing music anywhere, dude. That's what I like. Yeah, that's the shit I like.
You use it as an escape?
Yeah.
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 Does your daughter like it when you DJ? Or like,
She-
cause I'm sure you mix that at the house too, right?
So when I'm at the house, dude, like right now, I'm learning like video stuff.
Mhm.
And like everything I do when it comes to like either lighting, DJing,
Yeah.
or whatever, she's there doing. She's
Yeah.
messing around. If I show her how to do something like whatever, she or right then and there. Oh, she's like these two, boom, boom,
She's
boom,
only
boom.
2?
She'll learn it. Yeah, no, she's 3.
Oh, she's 3
Yeah,
now?
she's 3, but she's
Only
like,
3?
Yeah, and she's learning all these things like even like DJing. Like she'll know what each of them are gonna do and how to cross it. Like definitely not beat match or anything like that, but yeah, like
but still,
yeah, like she
for
gets
being a 3-year-old.
yeah, she gets like the gist of like what each thing that I'm showing her like is doing and shit like that. Yeah, like today I was fucking around with this like a light, like a controller controlling a video or like certain videos and firing off certain videos, and then she comes over, boom, just starts fucking with it and shit like that, and then she's like figuring out, like she figured out easily like where I had everything mapped out and where all the video clips were on the pads. I'm like, oh shit, like okay, like you're just fucking with it, that's it,
Yeah.
But whatever, like you're learning at least, what, or remembering, like what each thing does and stuff like that.
Hey, down the line, you never know. She might be the new.
Yeah, like
Hey, the new
DJ,
KIDDNEMS.
yeah, dude, KIDDNEMS, hell yeah.
Did you ever have a moment where you wanted to quit music?
All the time, bro.
Yeah.
That's like this. I get that all the time, and I remember I talked to one of my homies or my guy from that I work for. We're always like he does that shit too. Like I do that shit a lot. Where I'm like fuck this shit, I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna sell off everything. But then at the same time, it's like you get hit up for a new job or whatever, and they're like fuck it, let's do it because we got a new job, whatever. And a lot of the times it is like that for me. It's like I'll sit and I'm just like, I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna just go to regular 9 to 5, but then I go to my 9 to 5, and I'm just like, nah, I'd rather be out on the road and doing something.
Doing
Shit like
something
that.
you love to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Working for yourself in a
Hell
way,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
What helps you get out of a funk?
Uh, dude, that was like fucking. Let's see, because there's times where you do like, at least for me, when we work on the weekends, we don't get home till like 5, 6 in the morning. So you're talking about like, that Sunday, you're just like, fuck this shit, I don't want to do nothing and shit like
Yeah.
that. You're out on fun. Yeah, like it feels like a fun and shit like that. Sometimes I'll go for like 2 days, 3 days and shit like that. But knowing that I'm alive and being able to do the shit that I do and shit like that, that's like I'll sit down and process that. I'll sit down and process that, and I'm just like, fuck,
Right.
God gave us another day. God gave me another day. God gave me another day, and boom, let's go again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Oh yeah.
For the most part,
What do you believe in, like, people not using their 24 hours the right way?
we should be using it the right way as doing shit. Like for us, for the people around us. I don't know, dude. Like this, there was days I could say there was days where I'm just like, I wouldn't utilize it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd just be like sitting down. The death scroll is fucking real. Like you'll sit down and you're on your phone, just fucking scrolling. That's just real, dude. I'm trying to get out of that shit. That shit. Sometimes it's tough, Sometimes it's tough. You like you'll sit there, yeah, dude. You'll sit there and then you're like looking at the time and like, fuck, dude. I was like doing this shit for an hour and shit. So that's why, like, at least me, dude. Like, I don't know. I'd say as people, we just gotta utilize our time,
Right,
like
right.
sleep our what we have to sleep. What they say, like what 6 hours or whatever.
I do 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like if I sleep 8, I'm more tired than when I sleep 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like,
So see, I had that issue, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I was when I was skinnier and shit like that, I was like, what? The last time I was, the skinniest I've gotten was 190. And during that time, I would sleep 4 hours, dude, and
be straight.
I'd be straight, dude. Yeah, I'd be straight. And I was telling my brother this shit the other day. I was like, dude, right now it's just like that I'm bigger and shit.
Yeah.
It's like you feel that shit, and at the same time you're just like, I just want to sleep. I just want to do this. I want to be lazy and shit like that. But like lately, I've been getting back in the gym slowly and shit like that. But yeah, now you feel that shit, like
More energy.
Yeah, dude. Like when you're like at a healthy weight, at a just being healthy in general, like eating healthy.
It's
healthy
the
weight.
eating. It's the
Yeah.
eating that makes you, like, eating processed food makes you tired.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why people always ask me. It's like, how the fuck are you going to the gym two times a day for 2 hours and still going to work?
Yeah.
Like, when do you sleep? I mean, at night. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, basically, from my schedule is go to the gym from 4 in the morning till 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Come home, shower, get ready, and take my dog out, have my lunch ready, and head to work.
Yeah.
And I work from 7 to 3, and then shit right after work. Obviously, I already would try to have everything ready for the day already. So that being said, I'll head to the gym right after work and get there around like 3:15. Work out till like 5:30.
Yeah.
Get home, shower. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, when do you sleep? I get home and shower. Like, I'll eat.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, naturally, like, you don't feel like doing anything else. It's not even about doing anything else. It's just like you already did what's important.
Yeah.
So you have the right to relax and do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you ate, you worked out, you worked for your health, you worked for some money. What else do you need?
Yeah.
That's the most productiveness you have. That's the most productive that you need in your life. You know, like, besides that, if you want to be lazy after that,
So be it.
by all means,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But that being said, I do believe that when people say, I was like, oh, why go to the gym, this and that, I don't got time. Everybody has time.
Everybody has time.
Like, 30 minutes, you tell me you don't have 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, even at home, people are still like, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. I was like, you're telling me you can't take like 5 minutes out of your time to do 20 push-ups? Break it down. Break it down. 5 push-ups, 4 sets of 5s. Some people can't. By all means, I can't do more than 25 push-ups at one sitting. So that being said, I'll break it down from 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Adds up.
Yeah.
And just for me, it doesn't even matter about how many you do. It's just how many sets you do.
Yeah. See, that's what I gotta get into. Just cause like I get to the point where I'm just like, so I like being like putting myself in uncomfortable situations that I don't want to be in, like saying like waking up and going to the gym, like going somewhere to the gym. Cause if I'm at home, I'll be like, all right, I can do push-ups here, I can work out here, but I don't do it, like I don't do it. So I'm like, when I get up, I'm just like,
Fascinating.
yeah, dude, I'd be the one to tell you I'm a big procrastinator, dude.
Yeah.
Big procrastinator, dude. When it comes up to it, but like I said, I gotta get down to where I feel better,
Right.
to the point where I'm like, all right, nah, I'm not procrastinating anymore, dude. I'll be doing the shit that I do, and I remember that shit, dude. Like, remember that shit when I got down to like the weight that I was and shit. Uh, I got down to that, and I could do anything. I could do whatever, I could be anywhere. I could do anything, like or whatever. And I wouldn't feel tired. I just keep on going and going and going
Right.
and going. And the only reason I did go down to 190, uh, like a few years back and shit was just because of the doctors. Like they scared me one time. They're like, "Hey man," he's like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "Hey, he's like, so you got this condition where what's it called? You have what the fuck, AFib." Yeah. So you have that, and we don't know what's causing it.
Yeah.
But they're like, so I was like, man. So I was like, maybe I'm gonna get healthy, and then maybe it won't happen.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I got healthy, and then it happened. Like I was like I said, I was healthy, and that shit came back, and I got my irregular heartbeat and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, So even if I'm like big, or even if I'm skinny,
It's gonna happen.
yeah, it's gonna happen no matter
Yeah.
what. So I remember asking, and then one time shit like that, like, yo, I was like, what's the cause of it? They're just like, we don't know. I was like, okay, whatever. So I was like, just something I gotta live with or whatever. They're like, yeah, all you gotta do is just get rid of alcohol. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, I really don't like drinking anyway, so
Right.
whatever. But knowing now is like that was probably one of the things that caused it was drinking, like excessive alcohol and shit.
Right.
But yeah, no, like I don't know. I think the journey now that I'm gonna take is probably gonna try to stay down low, just because longevity. I want to live long to be able to see my daughter grow. That's
Right.
one thing I was just like in my mind is like, nah, and also be able to catch up with her and beat her in races, bro. Because like I see how they do like my nephews do. I saw my nephew race my brother one time, and my nephew beat him, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't want my daughter to be beating in races shit, dude.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing. Like I want to be like, I'm not saying I want to be 50 and be able to fucking run marathons, but
Yeah.
like I want to be able to run freely, not like have a limit. Like, oh, I can only run and block, but like then my knee starts hurting. Like,
Yeah.
he always says like, my knees hurt, my back hurts. Well, I wonder why. Like you're sitting on your phone going like this, or like you're just doing nothing productive to the point where like you're gonna get more lazy.
Yeah.
Like just just like your body's just like a car. You just sit, it gets fucking worn the fuck out.
Yeah.
You don't do nothing with it. It gets worn the fuck out. You gotta keep moving. One thing I always say to people, do just you gotta like lift weights. Just do calisthenic workouts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, dips, anything like that. Planks. That's gonna help you in the long run.
Yeah.
Squats.
Yeah.
No weight squats, just body squats.
Okay.
Yeah. A person should be able to do 20.
Yeah.
If you are struggling with 20, then obviously you have an issue.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not saying I'd be fucking I'd be fucking breathing like, but at the end of the day, it's just knowing that like, all right, well, I know where the issue is, so like take it on head on,
Yeah.
So that being said, it's just once you recognize an issue, don't just put it to the side. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just one, like how we're talking about procrastinating, it's one excuse after another.
Yeah.
And then we always say, oh, I don't got time for that. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes,
And then for the people who are parents, like a lot of parents always say like they don't got time to work out. But then you got these other parents that have kids, have full-time jobs just like you do, maybe have more kids than you, and they're still putting in the time and effort.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not saying you're a disappointment. I'm not saying that, but like it's like what's stopping you?
Yeah.
Like go out there with your kid. Kid has a lot of fucking energy.
Oh yeah, dude.
So that being said,
when they're young,
shit, go chase them.
Yeah.
Like go play with them. Like that alone, you play with your kid outside for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's more energy. That's more energy that you burnt than you would just been sitting at home watching your kid play.
Yeah.
you know. So people always just like I don't believe in excuses, you know. It's just if you don't want to do it, just say that. I hate when people make excuses like just say you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just be blunt about it.
That's how my brother gets me, dude. That's how arrogant shit. That's
Yeah.
what he always gets me like that. He's always like, come on, let's go. And then I'll make up something like it took me, what was it? When did he tell me? He started telling me since fall.
Mhm.
Like, yo, we're gonna get gym, we're gonna lock in.
Right.
Gym lock in, gym lock in, gym lock in. And I was just like, all right, cool, all right. Start of the week, all right, we'll go. Nah,
Never
I'm
went.
cool, yeah, cool. Nah, we're cool, yeah. Until the 1st of December, and I was like, man, hey, we got one more month till New Year, dude. Like, come on, like we gotta do this shit. And I'm like, fuck that. This motherfucker catches me. Was it? I get home from work. He catches me with like, a McDonald's bag, and he's like, what's up with that? He's like, I was like, you know, I was like, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. And I could tell he got a little bit salty, dude. I could tell he got he got mad and shit. He's like, all right, fuck it. He's like, and then it was one of the things where he said like I felt him saying like, all right, fuck it. You know, I ain't gonna tell you shit anymore.
He didn't give up on you, but like I'm only do like what's that one saying? You can take a horse to the water, but you can't make a horse drink the water.
Yeah,
you know.
See, yeah. That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. And that Monday, fuck it, I'm there, dude.
Oh yeah.
Tuesday, I took a chill. I didn't go, but Wednesday, Thursday, boom, I was back in there. And then today, what's it called? I didn't go, but tomorrow, boom, I'm gonna go. But it's just one of those things where I remember like where I started was
You can't go full force.
Yeah, I started slowly.
Yeah.
But the one thing, like you said, is what you eat.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like now. It's just like I'm not eating. I was eating like
Yeah.
Like fuck, it's like I live with my brother, so it's like I'm not just like sometimes we cook, sometimes we don't cook, or sometimes I cook, sometimes I don't cook, and I'm just like, all right, fast food is the easiest way, the easiest shit, But now it's just like, nah, I'm just cook my meals, whatever it is, and shake that, know what I'm putting in my body, and then fasting. That's it. Fasting and shake that. That's as I remember how I did it the first time. I'm gonna do it the same way.
Yeah, the same way.
And shit.
And people was like, oh, it didn't. It's not working this time like the way it did. Well, what are you doing wrong?
Yeah.
Like people like they just think back. It's like oh, it's not happening like how I did. I'm not snapping back how I did it. Well, all it is 80% eating right.
Yeah.
20% exercise.
Yeah. For sure, dude. That for sure.
You can't fucking eat. Like for me.
Yeah.
Like I used to run a lot just so I can eat the way I did.
Yeah.
What was the point of that? Like I was dropping weight, but I was like it was not healthy.
Yeah.
Like I was my cholesterol was still like my cholesterol wasn't high or anything like that. I'm talking bullshit right now. But like stuff like that, it's just like if we want to better ourselves, we gotta better ourselves within ourselves.
Yeah.
Not just what's around us.
Yeah.
People always say like, "Oh, I can't run, I can't do this." And go for a walk.
Yeah.
You tell me you can't walk either. Like.
Yeah, dude.
Go for a nature walk.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do to be productive. People always like, there's nothing to do. We'll go for a walk.
Like, even if it's fucking cold, wrap up, go for a walk, motherfucker.
Oh God. When producing, did you ever have someone that just wasn't good?
Oh yeah, dude. We had like, or even like recording too. Is like, there's been people like we've had that never recorded, so you could tell like they're not that good, and you can hear it in the recordings and stuff like that. But those that stuck around and kept going like with us and shit like that improved. And we slowly like coached them. We learned from each other, and then boom, like slowly like we'll be like taking into consideration what they want to sound like, how they want to sound it like. So we're like, all right, so now we'll coach them in a way like, yo, you gotta do it like this, this, talk like this into the mic and shit like that. And people have improved, yeah. Like even like I haven't heard anybody that used to go to the studio that like kept it going and shit like that. Because I think when we closed the studio, a lot of people stopped going.
Yeah.
Or stopped just doing music in general and shit like that. And those were the ones like that were like there as like that started with us, that started with us. So like a lot of those that we coached, like I don't think they've ever found a studio afterwards and shit like that.
Right. Or even had the ambition to go out other places.
Yeah.
What's your biggest day-to-day obstacle?
Like as it like
in life, everybody always has an issue, whether it's someone, whether it's a job, whether it's themselves, whether it's something, you know.
At first, so at first, what's it called? So for the most part, I really don't have like an obstacle like
Mhm.
that. But what hit me recently, because I'm not like with my daughter's mom anymore.
Mhm.
That child support.
Oof.
Yeah, and it was like one of those things where it's like she did it in spite, like, oh no, I'm gonna get him on this. Like, nah,
Yeah.
like she I forgot what ended up happening, but or the state looked into it,
Yeah.
and they sent me a notice like, hey, like, what's going on? We don't know what the like is going on.
Okay.
So like so and so is getting help. I was like, all right, I didn't think that was gonna come back at,
Mhm.
but it sure does. That shit came back at me. But we had that, and at first I thought like, damn, like how am I be able to do that and then do all this other shit that I'm doing, uh, with timing and then like funds. But then I'm like, come to think of it, and now it's just like it's up there, but it's not that bad.
Right.
That now what's it called? Like certain shit like that. That was the one thing that got me. But for the most part, like not I don't really now it's just the only obstacle is just getting up, go to
Right.
the gym.
You don't really
like,
let things get to you.
yeah, not really. Yeah, like I usually like it's one of those things where it's just like if I can't control it, like
Why
or
react?
like it's one of those things like when it's not controllable, then whatever,
Yeah.
like worry about the things that I can control in my life and stuff like that, not what anything on the outside is
Right.
really bugging me, shit like that. So like for the most part, not really anything.
What do you think about Sheboygan?
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like no lie, I see a lot of hate, dude, for shit.
A lot of hate.
Yeah,
A lot of fucking hate.
and it's just one of those things where I'll read something and they're like, oh, that's fucking town. What are we doing? Well, then move. Like, you can move. Like, you can literally stack up money and get out of here, dude. Like, for me, dude, like, I don't know. I've grown to like Sheboygan, dude, so much, dude. Like, to the point where it's like, a lot, like, when I get asked, like, oh, where you from? Sheboygan. Normally, I was born in California,
Cali,
but nah,
yeah.
I said, like, I've been here most of my life now. I
Yeah.
said, I'm going to say Sheboygan, dude. Like, nah, everything, I don't know. To me, dude, this town is dope. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Malibu of the Midwest.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing bad. To me, there's nothing bad to say. Like, say, oh, this town's like, nah, hell no. This
Every
town's
town
sick.
has its flaws.
Yeah.
People always like, Sheboygan has shitty cops, has shitty this, shitty that. I mean, I bet you that town does too.
Yeah.
Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah.
Like, people always got something to say, but it's like, maybe it's you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like, people was like, it's the community. Well, it's your surroundings. Like,
Yeah.
what are you surrounding yourself with? Like, my circle is great. I have, in my past, I had those friends where they're just there for the good time, not for the long time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And by all means, me changing my lifestyle, weed whacked by
Oh,
themselves.
yeah. Yeah,
I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
They seen that they weren't like I wasn't doing what they're doing anymore. So that being said, that we just stopped talking.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but love.
Yeah.
It's not no hate. I don't have no hate towards you, but we just have different visions. And by all means, you live your life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live my life. But like just because we're not gonna interact like that anymore doesn't mean I'm not gonna be there for you.
Yeah.
And that's what people always find that issue is like, oh, he doesn't talk to me, we don't fuck with each other anymore.
Like, we're still cool,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
like,
like,
I'm
he
just worrying about me, like,
yeah,
type of thing.
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not trying to drink every fucking
Yeah.
week. I'm
Oh,
sober
dude,
now. Like,
yeah.
I'm almost a year and a half sober.
Yeah,
So
man,
it's like,
congrats. Yeah.
thank you. It's like people was like they never knew me as this person. They always knew me as big, the drinker. I was like shots. I was like, I used to be able to drink bottles.
No, I
Like,
remember
and
that shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like that being said, it's like now I drink blood bottles.
Yeah.
I can drink a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
gallon within like a couple hours, not even. And that being said, it's just I love the person who I am now.
Yeah.
Because I used to always think like my life's great, my life's this, my life's that. Like I can drink whenever, I can smoke whenever, I can do this whenever. But I was just coping with something that inner problems that I didn't knew. I knew I had, but I didn't know that were affecting me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when people say, "Oh, like, oh, I'm this because my past." I used to use that excuse a lot.
Yeah.
Up until like 4 years ago, I actually started holding myself accountable.
Yeah.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah.
And the first change is within myself.
Yeah.
And once I did that, it took me a lot of bad life events to put me in the place I am today. You know, I'm not saying I'm grateful for
Mhm.
everything that happened to me, but I am grateful that it happened just because I feel like I wouldn't be in the spot I am today
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
it. So that being said, yeah, like I love that I'm sober now because like all the fun that I do have is legitimate fun.
Mhm.
You know, like before I had to drink to have fun.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
that
Oh,
shit.
yeah, dude.
You know.
Yeah.
Did you ever plan on leaving Sheboygan?
Uh, I, for work, yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about that. Like, like, okay, so like that was mainly the main thing I would move from Sheboygan is to find and grow.
Mhm.
Just to like be like, okay, I'm already at a cap where I'm doing a lot of stuff here, as far as like, say if it's production or like as engineer or DJ, is more for growth. Like,
Right.
let me conquer the next city, let me
Right.
conquer the next city,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
conquer the next state,
Mhm.
type of thing. Of course, like I said, it didn't happen just because what's it called? I was just like too comfortable here,
Mhm.
and I'm still too comfortable just because this is one of those things. I fucking love this city, dude. Like,
Calm.
yeah, dude. Like, it's chill, dude. Like, I grew up in a big city, but even at that now, it's like I'll fuck with a big city, but at the same time, it's like, nah, I like
It's nice to visit.
I like chill, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like chill. I like it's to the point where it's like, man, I'd rather even buy property or a house and shit like that on the farm, dude. Not just fucking be happy at a farm, dude. Doesn't even have to be a fucking
Privacy.
yeah, dude. Doesn't even have to be a city. I have friends, dude, like some of my homies and shit like that I work with and for.
Mhm.
They have land and like one of our guys, he just bought what's it called? Uh, like I'd say like a farm, like farm business type of thing where he has like big ass warehouses around there,
Right.
and it's just chill, dude. Like there's nothing around. There's houses, but they're like far down. They're far down and shit like that, and it's just quiet and chill. So this
Oh,
motherfucker
yeah.
can do whatever he wants. Do like bump all his fucking speakers out there,
Right,
like
right,
music
right.
shit like that. Nothing, dude. That's to the point even that like, I would even move down to like a fucking smaller,
Oh yeah.
like the rural like place and shit.
I remember at my old job, I had a boss. His name was Roy, and he had bought over like he said like 50 acres,
Yeah.
and he basically had his little village. Him and his family.
Yeah.
They all lived within that 50 acres, but they like he said I had to drive to them. My little ATV.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And he was telling
That's tight, dude.
he was telling me he was like, yeah, we raise chickens. My brother raised I mean not raises. Oh yeah, raises cows.
Oh, raises.
My yeah.
I thought raise.
Oh.
Say raises. Like, would you fight him?
My sister-in-law, she grows corn.
Yeah.
Like they all have living stock or just they grow stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, damn, like that's a goal. You know, like
Hell
having
yeah.
a family in the same spot and just be able to support one another.
Yeah.
And only having to go to the city just for like resources, like
Yeah.
as in like gas and whatnot. But like that's definitely a goal. Um, that being said, real quick, did you saw the football game yesterday?
Yeah, dude. That's the first. Like, I'm not into football like
Yeah.
that, dude. Like, my team has always been Niners, just because growing up, that's like
Yeah.
my older brother's team. So older brother, we followed and shit,
Yeah.
Niners and shit. But that was the first game I've seen in a long time, from the start to the end.
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, I'll just see highlights and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not really a football fan.
Right.
But that game I saw just because like one of the homies, two of the homies actually made a bet last week at Rewind.
Right.
So they're like, we're bet this. So I'm like, I'm gonna see this just to see who I can talk shit to or
Right,
whatever
right,
shit.
right.
But yeah, no, I saw that fucking game yesterday, dude. That shit was a good ass game. At the first, the first half, I'm just like, oh man, the fucking Lions probably gonna destroy.
them,
Yeah.
yeah.
But nah, hell no, dude. Like, these motherfuckers came back second half and they were just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ah, shit was crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely was. What's it called? I remember the first time they played, I was hurt.
Yeah.
I ended up betting a total of $520.
Damn.
Not all at once, but like
Yeah.
separate people. I'm just like, fuck. And, like
Yeah.
once I seen that score, I'm like in the fourth quarter, I'm like, I start paying them.
Yeah,
Fuck
here you
off.
go.
Leave me the fuck
Here you
alone.
go.
And then like fast forward to yesterday, everybody wanted to bet me. I'm like,
Nah.
I'll bet some, but I ain't no like I was betting people at work like sodas and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
besides that, fuck that. That being said, you have anything to say to any upcoming artists or any people who like to pursue their career, or not even or career, just pursue into music or producing or engineering or DJing?
Yeah, man. I just gotta say, keep going, dude. Like, don't stop. I know, like, there's everybody has a different path when it comes to like just general in life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things like where you have to keep pursuing it. If you want to do music, you got to keep doing that shit, but do it 100% of the time. As far as not only just making music and dropping it, but everything that comes behind it, dude. Like that's what I see a lot is that not a lot of people do is all the back end stuff, like all the promoting, the pushing out,
The promoting.
dude, the making content. That's key, dude. That's like we're in this world now where
all
that's the
social
key.
media.
Yeah, social media content, create content. Doesn't matter what it is. I see you got Trey Lavish right here, dude. He's good at that. He's good at doing like all those
One
like
of the best promoting.
yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
all those like little videos and shit, like stories, dude. Fucking just clips and shit like that. Like he's good at doing all that shit, whatever. And just finding those connects, man. Like finding those connects with people and stuff like that. I know our city's not gonna be known for like it's not a big music scene,
Right.
but Milwaukee lately
It's
has
only
been
now
growing.
what,
Yeah,
40 to 50 minutes away.
exactly. And that like that city, like you've had artists lately that has popped out from there, and it's all because like yeah, the songs are good, but at the same time they
You
had
have the
all that.
location.
Yeah, they all have that backing like of like the songs. They'll make a
Right.
dance to it or whatever.
Yeah.
Dance blows up, boom, the music blows up and shit like that. And that's what has been happening in Milwaukee and shit like that. But I'd say yeah, we just gotta keep on doing it, keep on grinding, man. Like don't stop. Yeah, we still have to do it like, worry about our our like bills and all that bullshit, but at the same time like nah, just keep pushing, man. I don't think anybody should stop. Like at whatever age they are. There I'd say like there is like I guess an age gap or a cap as far as like making like or like trying to make it in music.
Yeah.
But at the same time there isn't. Like just there's always a demographic for
sure.
yeah, for like, a certain style and age
Mhm.
of music and shit like that. Yeah, that's one thing I can say. Just keep on pushing, man. Keep on like there's whatever you're passionate about, just go for it. Really. Like just
Yeah.
go for it.
Anything else you would like to say
Nah,
to the
man.
world? No?
Oh yeah. I says thank you, man. Thank
Alright.
you for having me on here.
Well, it was a pleasure, and that's all we got for today. And this is Don Vic, and this is
KIDDNEMS.
and it's all love, peace, and chicken grease. Don
Yeah.
Vic out.